Today, we're going to talk about Georgi CADORETTE versus VITALY LALETIN. This is a match that I've wanted to see for years and years now because it's one of the most awkward style matchups imaginable. We have one of the tallest top rollers in the world versus potentially the best flop presser in the world. Even though we saw Hermes Gasparini destroy Georgi and then VITALY LALETIN was super close against Hermes, I still think that Georgi CADORETTE is probably going to defeat VITALY. And that is all because of how extreme this style match is. However, I think that there is still a very high chance of VITALY winning this match as well. I think it could be somewhere around 50-50, with just an ever so slight edge in Georgi's favor. There is a super important win condition for both VITALY and Georgi to win this match. And in my opinion, that win condition is the strap. This match is going to be all about the straps. If Georgi can get to the straps, I think VITALY is really going to struggle. It's going to be nearly impossible for VITALY to do anything to Georgi's flop press because of his arm length. The longer your arm is, the worse leverage you have against a flop presser, and VITALY's arm is longer than anyone relevant in that class. If VITALY tries to top roll Georgi, I have a hard time seeing that working out very well for him. Even Gennady Quikvenya failed to top roll Georgi, and I would generally rank Gennady far above VITALY in terms of sheer arm power, the kind of power that will be necessary to stop Georgi's press. If Gennady couldn't even top roll Georgi, I don't see how VITALY will be able to with way worse leverages. Now, it is possible that VITALY could attempt to hook Georgi in this match, but I can't really remember the last time I saw VITALY initiate with a hook. It's just not his thing. VITALY is built to take hand control, and if he's going up against an opponent that doesn't care about hand control, he is not in a good spot. And even if VITALY had a secret press that was good enough to rival Georgi's, his arm is so long that he would be forced to start from a position that is really not ideal if you're trying to crash down on someone's arm. So if the match goes to straps, I think VITALY is going to be hugely disadvantaged. But as we know, getting to straps against VITALY is no easy task. Recently, we saw Dave Chafee fail to slip against VITALY 4 times in a row in his match at King of the Table. VITALY has one of the strongest grip strengths in history, and he is very skilled at half slipping and then grabbing his opponent's fingers and driving them to the pad from that vulnerable position. So I am not at all confident that Georgi will even be able to slip in this match. And VITALY also has a slightly different option that is still outside of straps. As I said, he could do his half slip grab onto the fingers thing, but he could also attempt to replicate exactly what Hermes did to Georgi at East vs West. When Hermes went up against Georgi, he ended up taking a bit of a lower grip, and instead of initiating with rising and pronation like you might expect from more of a traditional top roller, Hermes initiates with drag and cup. And if anything, we see his hand height drop initially. Only from this position does Hermes roll back outside once again in order to secure the pin. So in other words, Hermes hooked Georgi and then he did a can opener. Part of the reason this worked so well is that Hermes first blocked Georgi's ability to slip underneath by hooking him with down pressure and by turning Georgi's pronation. If Georgi could have first slipped underneath and gone to straps, perhaps he would have had a better chance. But Hermes prevented him from slipping by hooking first, then top rolling from a low grip after this occurred. Now, of course, there is a big difference between Hermes and VITALY. Hermes has substantially more arm power than VITALY does, so I'm not super confident that VITALY will be able to initiate with a hooking pressure. But if VITALY can do this, I do think that he has more than enough top roll power to can opener Georgi even from a low grip. So I think this is a potentially good lane for VITALY. But overall, I think that if the match goes to straps, Georgi is probably going to take this one, and if it doesn't go to straps, VITALY is probably going to take this one. Let me know who you guys think is going to win this match, as well as what lane you see it taking place in. Can't wait for this one.